What is going on, guys? So I know I did a video yesterday on this chick, Ines Basic. It's technically pronounced Basic, but I'm calling her Basic because that's exactly what she is. Now, before I continue, I want to apologize for the production quality yesterday. It was a little bit unplanned, so I'm back in the car today, just chilling out in the aircon. It's nice and warm outside. But Married at First Sight is an Australian TV show which is basically women getting married and guys getting married literally at the same time as they meet their husband and their wife. So the guy doesn't know who he's marrying, the girl doesn't know who she's marrying. They rock up to the wedding and get married, and that's it. By the way, shout out to PITUA226, says you made me MGTOW. Appreciate you, brother. And to all of you joining in the stream. Married at First Sight bride Ines fronts court over drink driving. She's fronted court a day after making her controversial TV debut. Basic appeared in Cleveland Magistrates Court in Brisbane on Tuesday after being charged with drink driving on Christmas Day last year. Wow, she's a real class act, isn't she? The 28-year-old was charged with being over the mid-range alcohol limit, contravening a police direction, and an unrelated offence. So that's like a trifecta of breaking the law, right? You can just imagine how compliant and cooperative she's going to be as a wife. And I'm not saying, look, I'm not saying women should be compliant in any more than guys should be compliant in a marriage, but it's a two-way street, and you know it's going to go all her way. That's for sure. An Endemol Shine spokesman told news.com.au, this is a private matter of Ines's which we understand is currently before the courts, and we will not be commenting further. Basic will appear in court again on March 5. So I'm not going to finish on that article. I'm going to actually go into this next one, which is the real reason for today's video. And this particular article actually blew me away a fair bit. Blew me away. Because women.com.au, which is WHIMN.com.au, and I've posted links to both the drink driving article and this women article in the low bar below. But this is actually a chick writing for women. And I didn't expect this from women.com.au because I normally expect the normal, like, just to give you an idea, right? I'm just going to hit a home button just to see what first pops up on women.com.au. Here we go. Elliot Green on why we need to see different buddies in women's sport. A period emoji is coming and we have questions. It's not always sexist to talk about a female politician's clothes. So it's a bunch of gynocentric bullshit. With the occasional glimmer of wisdom. But this particular one is killer. And I know this is written by a feminist, no less, or at least a social justice warrior, which if you're a social justice warrior and you're female, it's about a 99% chance you're a feminist. Because her, I know this because the article starts with this. It's not okay. That's literally the first 3 words in the article. Let me take you on a little journey. A man and a woman go out on a date together. For fuck's sake. Sorry, give me 1 second. A man and a woman want to go on a little date together. He's out there killing me. Here we go. Things are already a bit frosty between them, but hopefully the fun activities they have planned will break the ice a little. They're on a boat, and at some stage you can tell the man is beginning to become highly agitated. He tells the woman, I just need you to shut the fuck up. Right now. I need you to shut up. The woman, looking shocked, does indeed shut up. About 5 minutes later, the man begins to clear his throat in an anxious way. And if you want to see that throat clearing, go to the video in the article that I linked in yesterday's video about Ines and Bronson. The woman, trying to soothe his nerves, attempts to speak again. When I tell you to shut the fuck up, I mean shut the fuck up! The man shrieks at her. He's spitting when he yells, a vein bulging in his neck. Oh, man, Undead Chronic would have a field day with that little screenshot. He's leaning forward, getting right in the woman's face, summoning up every ounce of physical presence to intimidate and ridicule. Grow a fucking ballsack, he spits. And that's where our little exercise ends, because it wasn't, in fact, a man screaming abuse at a woman, but a woman screaming abuse at a man. And in case you didn't see it, or you don't want to go to the article from yesterday, I'm going to play this again for you, because this is just such a freaking little gem that really is so telling. Let me get the reflections right so I don't have everything in there. There we go. Come on.
New Neutrogena Rapid Wrinkle Repair reduces your look of wrinkles.
There we go. A Neutrogena ad.
Proven power.
Piss off.
Wrinkles. Your time is
Yeah, your makeup is the only thing making you look half decent in that ad. Anyway, let's go.
As a human, you are a horrible, horrible person.
Get me off the boat! Get me off the boat! Yeah, I don't give a... Get me off the boat! Shut the up! When I say don't speak, shut the up! I'm stressed! Shut the up!
That's fine, be
Stupid...
I can see why you're single, eh? Really can.
I will faint! Get me off the boat! Like I'm actually stressed!
Like, I'm actually stressed. Like, fucking little drama queen. Now, here's the thing, right? Before that, she said, has anyone got a knife? Because they were going parasailing, right? She goes, has anyone got a knife so I can cut the rope when Bronson's up there and watch him float away? Can you imagine if a guy said it about a woman? Has anyone got a knife so I can just cut this bitch's rope and watch her float away? Can you imagine the uproar? The feminists losing their shit. Right? This is textbook. This is... and he's married. By the way, he's now married to this chick. He was married to her at first sight. You should have seen the facial expressions she was making when she spotted him down the aisle. She was like... I was sitting there going, oh, this kid's in for a whole world of hurt. Why did he think this was a good idea? Anyway, let me continue with the article. Last night's episode of Married at First Sight showed Ines, our troubling and hard to want bride. You see, even these feminist chicks from women.com.au are saying she is hard to want. Screaming profanities at her stoic groom Bronson as they hurtled out to the open ocean for a date. Bronson, looking as though he'd rather try his luck with the reef sharks than spend another minute trapped on the boat with Ines, visibly tries to shrink his body into the side of the boat. A fruitless exercise given that his body is literally the size of the boat. In spite of the vast size differences between the two, Bronson looks intimidated, as well he should. Given that what he is experiencing is, you're not going to believe this, guys. Given that what he is experiencing is abuse. She said it. She said it. What he's experiencing is abuse. This kind of behavior from women is abuse. And it's about time feminists started speaking up. And I haven't read any of the other chicks' other articles, so I can't comment on her on the whole on how objective she is, but she hit the nail on the head this time. She banged right on the money. Or for the money. Sorry, I'm getting off track here. But she hit the nail on the head, and this is just absolutely scary. And she's even giving this guy a plug, saying, you know, he's like a big boy, you know, he's the size of the boat, and calling her out as an abuser. I can't wait for more feminists to start calling other women as abusers. Because what was it that Terry Crews said in the Gillette ad? Women need to hold other women accountable. And I'm surprised I'm starting to see it, but I'm also glad. I'll continue. And while Inez's attack was shocking, the most disturbing element of last night's episode was the fact, and I agree with this, that producers were happy to air it without warning. There was no discussion by the experts about the fact that this behavior was unacceptable. No visible support or care offered to Bronson. In fact, it was played off as a spirited argument when it was dangerous, damaging behavior, which is exactly what it was. Had it been Bronson attacking Innes in this way, I can't imagine a scenario in which producers would not have stepped in. I can't imagine a man who screamed at a woman in this way would have been allowed to continue on our screens without his abusive behavior being addressed for good reason. And I cannot imagine the experts, so-called for their alleged psychological prowess, refusing to intervene when the duty of care is to protect contestants' mental health is so clearly in their court. I'm not the only one who's noticed either. Chantel Pearn said on Twitter, okay, but at what point do the producers and cameramen draw the line with this shit? I love watching this trashy AF show because it doesn't require me to use my brain. However, I don't enjoy watching a show that endorses mental and verbal abuse for ratings. Wow. Twitter and Instagram were flooded with concerned viewers last night, demanding an explanation for airing the footage without comment. I would be demanding an explanation also. I'm so disappointed and disgusted that you are allowing and showing Innes verbally abusing Bronson. To have someone swear like that and yell at a person the way she did is humiliating, abusive, and not acceptable. Wrote an angry follower on the show's official Instagram account. If a man was speaking to a woman in this way, it would never be allowed, replied another. Curiously, all comments have been turned off underneath videos and posts about Innes. Again, this has not gone unnoticed by fans. Well, gee, I wonder why it might be that they're turning off the comments under the post about Innes. Just like, I wonder why it might be that Gillette was deleting all of the comments that disagreed with them on their Facebook page. I wonder why it might be that the ABC and other scumbags that put out shit videos disable comments. I wonder why it might be that a lot of them choose not to actually show the number of likes and dislikes. I wonder why that might be. Might it be because it would point out how blatantly stupid they are and how many people actually disagree with their bullshit point of view? I'd say that's probably the closest reason. How come we can't comment on the Innes post? Queried one fan, while others claimed their posts had been deleted. Surprise, surprise. That's textbook from the feminist playbook. A spokesperson for Channel 9 admitted the social media team had proactively, i.e. completely blocked people from commenting on the posts about Innes because they didn't want anyone to call them out for allowing it. Social media team had proactively, and that's in quotation marks, restricted commenting on posts about Innes. We take our duty of care seriously, and vigilant social media moderation is an important part of this, said the spokesperson. Due to the high volume of adverse comments on Innes's post, Nine's social media team acted proactively to moderate appropriately. Well, can I just say that if you took your duty of care seriously, you would have thrown that bitch off the side of the boat. Okay, so yes, she is a bitch, 100%. But, I mean, in all seriousness, from a duty of care perspective, they had a duty of care to him and they failed. Simple as that. By the way, I appreciate you for that $5 donation. Peppermint Cat's Ass says, yet another great pimp hand moment lost forever. So, yeah, if they really were exercising their duty of care and they really actually gave a shit about the contestants on the show, they not only they wouldn't have aired that, but they would have actually kicked Ennis off the show. But they only care about ratings, so right, shows like that where chicks are screaming at a dude on a boat that he can't get off, you know, great ratings, right? So hey, you know, fuck our duty of care when it comes to money. That's how it goes. Anyway, guys, tell me what you think in the comments below once this live video is finished posting. Please share this with other people that need to know and get this kind of red pill knowledge. And smash the thumbs up, guys. It all helps my videos to get out there. I appreciate you all so much for helping me to get close to 20,000 subscribers. It definitely helps a lot. All right, guys, I appreciate you. I look forward to catching you in the next video. Check out the articles below and share this video with your friends.